Yeah? Yeah, go ahead. But stand up and talk loud. Okay?
Can you help your parents?
Can you help your parents? Okay, good. Can you help somebody else, right? Let's say, for example, that I've been trying to help Tibetan refugees. It's 25 years. We started a foundation 25 years ago. We give them employment. They type in their ancient literature and we put that up for free on the web. So that started 25 years ago. Then there are three levels of that kind of help. Okay? There are three levels of that kind of help. First level is just straight material assistance, right? You go to the refugee camp and you buy food or you give them money. And I did that. For years I did that. I bought clothes or I bought food or I brought money to the monastery and I gave them that. So that's level one, okay? Like, you can help, I think, Ori, I think we got a, yeah. That's level one of the kind of help that you can give, okay? Just straight material help. If you want to help your parents, you help them with their mortgage, you help them buy food, you drive them around. That's level number one, okay? Then level number two in a refugee camp is, I felt like I would go, I would give people money, I would buy medicine, I would buy food, and then after 2 weeks they would run out, right? The money would run out, or the food would run out, or the medicine would run out. And then there was nothing. You see what I mean? That's when I started the idea of giving them some kind of employment, right? So, we taught them computers, we bought them computers, we built buildings for the computers, and 25 years ago they started doing computer work. Then that's better because it's like rather than giving corn, you teach them how to plant corn, right? I want to say fish, but that's not nice, right? So teach them some way to get their own. Right? That would be the second level of help. What would be the third level of help? Highest level of help. Teach them what we talked about today. Teach them the 4 steps, okay? Teach them the 4 steps. Then they can get what they want and they don't need you, you see? Teach them the 4 steps to make whatever dream they want come true. And that's the highest way to help someone. Should you help your parents? Yes. What's the beginning level? Give people material assistance and help them learn to get their own material assistance, right? Why do you start with that? It builds up trust. Okay? If you keep giving somebody money long enough, they're going to trust you after a while. Or you go and you visit, or you go and buy groceries for them, or you go and like that. All of this kind of help builds up trust. Then you come in one day and you say, now I want to teach you about seeds. And they will listen to you because they trust you, because you help them with straight material help for a couple of months or a couple of years, okay? So it's a progression. The highest kind of help is to teach a person to plant their own seeds. So in the example of the refugee camp, we go into the computer center and we teach them about the seeds, and then we make an announcement. We're going to take 20% of your computers and you're going to give them away to other refugees. And they're going to compete with you. Okay, that's the hard part, right? We're going to give them computers. You're going to train them to do what you do. And then we're going to split the money with them. Okay? And they have to trust you to do that. They have to believe in you before they will create a competitor. All right? So the highest kind of help you can give to anyone is to help them plant their own seeds. But they won't listen to you until you build up some trust. Okay? So be kind, be generous, Give, 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 give. Okay? And then start telling them about the seed, because they will trust you. Okay? But in the end, you have to teach them to plant their own seed. You cannot transfer your seed to another person. It's not possible. You can't work extra hard to be generous and then take your extra seeds and insert them in another person's soul. Okay? It's not possible. There's no such thing. All you can do is teach, because they must plant the seeds themselves. Okay? Then somebody asked me, well, what if the person doesn't want to listen to this stuff? Okay? Which, I don't know, it happens occasionally, right? Yeah. So I have a friend, he's in the dyeing business. He had a really good company. And then it started to go downhill, right? And he didn't know why, right? What was happening? The old seeds were wearing out. Because he was rich for a while. And that wears out the old seeds. And he wasn't planting any new seeds, because he didn't know about it. And he's not going to listen to me if I ask him to come. Those kind of people who won't listen to the idea of seeds, you have to trick them into planting seeds. It's called upaya in Sanskrit. In Tibetan it's called tapke, skillful means, right? It's a religious tricking. Okay? How did I do it with this guy? It's a beautiful story, you'll like it, okay? I said, you know, let's go out to Daniel's. He likes Daniel's. He used to have a private table. When his company was going well, he had a private table there reserved every night, whether he showed up or not. And they put a pavilion around it, a tent. They put his table in a tent in the middle of the restaurant. And then he just paid every night for like $1,000 a night, right? Then his company started getting in trouble. He quit the tent thing. Okay? Then he's like, I said, I'm taking you out tonight, I'll pay. Yeah, to pay for a rich person is already fun for them. You know, somebody who wants to pay for them is very unusual, right? So I'm like, I'm paying, let's go to your favorite restaurant. And so we go, you know. And then I'm like, you know, today's a Buddhist holiday. We're called Chod, right? And we're gonna give the waiter, I'm gonna give the waiter $100 tip. And he's like, you don't have to, I know them, you don't have to give him anything. I'm like, no, we're going to give the waiter $100 tip, you know. And he says, well, I would never do that. I'm like, yeah, I know you would never do that. And you know, so I call for the bill, I give the guy the credit card, he's headed back with the credit card, right, to give it back to me. I got the $100 already in my hand. Then I'm like, oh man, I gotta pee really bad. He's like, what? I said, I gotta pee really bad. Here, you give him the $100.